Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to this Christian Eriksen player review, all about his inform card. Now, he was an incredible player to use, really good. Few negatives on the card obviously, which is why he's so cheap, but overall very good, and so many positives to take away from his card. Now, the first of which being his incredible dribbling. It really was Messi-esque at times. Obviously he's got the sort of technical dribbler trait as well, but the 87 ball control really did show up, and 86 dribbling as well in game. The way he just kept the ball so close to him, he's able to dance around players so easily, just to free up a little bit of space to either get some of his good shooting out, or a killer pass, which he was doing all the time. Now, I would suggest playing him at left wing or left forward. He's going to do you a good job at left midfield, but for me, I think the further forward he is, the more you can take advantage of his good range of passing. His crossing is phenomenal, very good. But if you play him at left mid, you may struggle to get past, the right mid and the right back. It may just be a little bit too much, because while he has got really good acceleration at 85, sprint speed at 79 does slightly let him down, especially when you're probably going to be coming up against really quick wingers and really quick fullbacks. So, you want to play him at left wing or left forward, because he's going to be cutting in, he's going to be using that burst of acceleration, which is very good indeed. He's got the 4-star skills, he's got the dribbling, he's going to dance past people, and when he does get in the box, his finishing is very good. I scored some absolute screamers with him. They were fantastic. He's got a 5-star weak foot, which is brilliant. So if the ball is sort of bobbling around and he can get on the end of it, he's going to. Obviously, he's not going to score too many headers. That is a bit of a weak point on the card, but it's not really that important. I'm sure you'll score the odd 1 or 2 if he's, sort of free in the box. But yeah, he's not really going to score too many headers. So if you are playing at left sort of forward or something, you're crossing a few in, he's probably not going to score them, so don't expect goals in that respect. But his long shots for me were fantastic. He's got 73 finishing, which is pretty good, 77 long shots, 81 shot power. His long shots were for me better than his one-on-one finishing. His one-on-one finishing was good, but the odd time, I felt that it was a little bit poor. He just tended to shoot at the goalkeeper, but by and large, he will finish most chances that come his way, and anything outside the box is definitely worth having a go. As you can see in some of the clips, he did score some absolute belters for me. His free kicks are incredible. If you do get a free kick, definitely put Eriksen on it, because he is brilliant. I'm not great at free kicks, I'll hold my hands up and admit that, but I came the closest I've come to scoring free kicks in this game with Eriksen. He was really good, and all you had to do was gently tap B and nothing else, and it would still, have a good chance of going in. Bad points, obviously I've sort of mentioned his heading and his sprint speed. He's got great acceleration, but the sprint speed does let him down. So if you're playing him at left mid, you may not have that sort of burst of pace, to sort of carry on with after that initial acceleration has gone. Defending isn't great. Another reason why I wouldn't suggest playing him at left mid. His slide tackle and stand tackle are really poor. He hasn't got great strength either, so he's not really going to add much in that respect. He's got so many pros on the card, as you can see here, guys. Dribbling, finishing, acceleration, long shots were good. Passing was incredible, very clinical, whether you were playing through balls, chip through balls, crossfield passes, simple little 1-2s, with players. Everything was on the money, very accurate, creating lots of chances for his teammates, which is exactly what you want. His positioning, his balance was also very good. He's got that sort of, in his locker, which is always good. And he is pretty cheap, to be honest, which I think, obviously is reflected because of his pace and where he was. If this card was a centre attacking mid, God, it would be going for an absolute ton of money. But being as it is a left mid, he's only going for 45, sort of 42k on both consoles. I would expect that price to stick around 30, 35. To be honest, I think that's where his price will fall. But it's a really good card, guys. Honestly, go out and use him. Play him at left forward, you know, with a couple of quicker players around him. And that burst of acceleration, you ain't going to notice his pace being 82. It's going to feel more like 85, 86. Because it is there, it's on the card. He just can't maintain it because of his sprint speed being only 79. But other than that, he was very, very good. Scored me goals, dribbled past people with ease. He's got the 5-star weak foot. You know, he's got great range of passing. He is a great player for a very, very cheap price. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and peace.